Hello everyone, it's mid-August 2018 and just few days ago we have witnessed Alex Jones being purged from the number of social media, video and audio hosting websites. Should we care if a notorious conspiracy theory and fake news peddling self-made entertainment figure is allowed to put their ethically questionable content on the third-party hosting platforms and promote them on social media? The answer may surprise you. This is the liberal opinion. Roll the intro. The answer is yes. We should care a lot. Between August 5th and 6th, a number of online services controlled by the handful of multi-billion-dollar corporate entities pulled a plug on online presence of widely controversial entertainment/media figure Alex Jones and his media network, the INFOWARS. Apple was first to remove Jones's podcast files from iTunes. Within hours, Facebook and Spotify did the same. Finally, even Google cut its ties with Jones through YouTube, terminating his channels. Alex Jones was never the most liked persona. People always took offense to stories promoted by him and INFOWARS. Multiple lawsuits over the years didn't stop him from rising to prominence. Most people who ever heard about his work would probably agree. He had it coming. Sooner or later, one platform or another would crack down on him. As soon as he stopped making them money, he would be gone. All the companies involved in the whole debacle hide behind their usually vaguely formed, ill-defined terms of service, citing provisions which reserve them a right to remove any content containing hate speech. Surprisingly, Twitter, with its history of suspending people for no reason, usually citing the very same hate speech or bullying excuse, even if it don't apply, did not suspend either Alex Jones nor INFOWARS. Did they miss the memo? Maybe sudden change of heart? Or they want to see what happens next before joining in on the lynching. Twitter claims that Alex Jones and INFOWARS have not broke any rules, which is interesting because I managed to get myself suspended on Twitter for disagreeing with another user. Hateful conduct being cited where there wasn't any. Would it be the first time a content creator had their YouTube channel terminated or Facebook page blocked based on a premise that they broke the terms of service or other internal rules? Not really. That happened thousands of times before. Technically, a private entity such as Google is not bound by the First Amendment to the US Constitution. There is no free speech on the internet. Any platform can retroactively remove any kind of content they don't want to be hosted on their servers. This is an important point to remember. Now imagine, what would you say if a phone company denied you a contract because of your opinions you would be broadcasting over the phone? What would you say if an internet provider denied you internet access because you're wrong-thing and your offensive tweets? Or if you were denied TV signal for your dark sense of humor? What if a bank denied you an account because of your political affiliation? Little hard to imagine, is it not? There's virtually no difference between those hypotheticals and Google, Facebook or any other online platform removing you. What's suspicious, a dark omen of sorts, is the seemingly coordinated effort from those major platforms to focus on a single individual. Considering they are effectively monopolies, such move from just a handful of corporations might erase an individual from the internet. What's next? Google will remove INFOWARS from the search results? All they need is to cite some bullshit excuse like fact-checking algorithm and Alex Jones, and effectively anyone who have dissenting opinion is gone from the internet. Sure, you can use Bing. Sure, if one cares for free speech so much, they can join Minds or other free speech platform. But should we really rely on goodwill of a handful of corporations for our access to media, especially the alternative one? And the alternative media, it seems, is what it's all about. That's my opinion. First, we see the old media coordinate an attack on the new alternative media, resulting in the so-called adpocalypse on YouTube, costing collectively hundreds of millions of dollars to YouTubers and Google itself. Then Google, pretty much bullied into submission, joins their effort and promotes the old media over the alternative media. However, alternative media found a way to sustain itself, even after a huge hit in earnings. Thanks to individual donations from fans, many creators and shows are able to compete once again. Now, mostly independent from ad money, which was controlled by Google, alt media experience increase in their shares of the public space, while old media are on the decline. It is only natural that the next step for corporation is to try and control the media. The scourge of alternative media and their independence must be eliminated. But they cannot do that just out in the open. Therefore, they need a bunch of test subjects, guinea pigs that public would not really care about, or even cheer if removed from the internet. INFOWARS and Alex Jones seems like a perfect test subject. Hardly anyone likes them, nor have respect for them. Most would be delighted if they were gone. Will the public take the issue with the way they were made gone? We are in the post-free speech era now, at least on the internet. It is said that every generation have a kind of social rights movement. Perhaps the social rights for millennials to secure will be the digital one. It is not an original idea, but it is an idea worth talking about. In the era of social media, where the majority of social life happens on the internet, we need a codified, legally binding digital bill of rights. If we don't speak up when they come for Alex Jones, there will be nobody to speak up when they come for us. Google and Apple already capitulated to Chinese government. Google is building their AI and censored search engine there. Apple gave Chinese government access to the information of all Chinese iPad users. Remember when Google motto was "Don't be evil"? It's been gone for a while. Remember when Apple denied to crack the phones of criminals because they care for the users' trust with them? The opinion of media persons on YouTube is divided into two distinct camps. That is aside from those who don't care. There are those, like Phil Mason, who fall into the category of any business can cut their ties with you if you're doing potentially criminal stuff. And Alex Jones is throwing accusations against public figures and is entangled in a bunch of defamatory lawsuits. So he's a fair game. Then there are free speech absolutists like Carl Benjamin who say these platforms are immune from any legal responsibility for the content that is being posted, so they have no business in policing what people say, and such attempt at doing so is an attempt to control society in one way or another. If we let it slide, it is only a matter of time before they try implementing the things they learned in China here in the West. We tend to rally against the government for spying on us, censoring us, taking away our freedoms. When multinational, multi-billion-dollar entities do the same, we tend to forget that the government essentially is a corporation too. We need to have this under control while we still can. #FreeAlexJones. Good night.